Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome or welcome back to Soulful Healing Tarot. We are all about practical guidance here. And in this reading, we're going to find out what your spirit team has to say regarding your goals. Okay. They might be giving you guidance, clarity, and bringing some things into your awareness that you really didn't think of, right? So let's find out. Go ahead and pick a pile. Pick an image that you're most drawn to. Use your intuition. Pause the video if you need more time. The timestamps will be in the comment section below. And I shall see what you're reading. Bye bye. Hello, beautiful souls of file number one. Welcome to your reading. So let's find out what is it that your spirit team, your cheerleaders from the other side, right? They're cheering you on regarding this goal that you're trying to manifest, and they have some secrets to tell you, some information to share. So let's find out what that information is. So I have separated your spread into two parts. This side is your limitation, what is limiting you right now, and this side is the energy that can really supercharge you towards this goal of yours. Okay, maybe it is easily accessible for you, this energy. Okay, it won't be something that you cannot find right now. It is something that is meant to be easily available to you. So let's dive right in. So for the blockages, I'll show you as we proceed. Okay, the other cards, let me just show you the tarot cards. The Chariot, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Wands. This is so nice, interesting. The Queen of Wands and the King of Swords are facing each other, and the Chariot is here. So for some of you, you are already on this journey. You've already crossed certain milestones regarding this goal. Sorry. Like you already have started working towards this goal. There is progress that is already made, but right now probably you don't have the clarity or the spirit to take action. Something is blocking you. You're not taking action anymore. The Chariot upright, right? It is meant to be someone who is very close to their victory, right? They're taking control, and these two fins that you see here, that is the light and shadow aspect of their mind. Even with the light and shadow talking to them, they're not giving those thoughts any value or any power. Instead, they are taming those thoughts and just focused on the goals, and they're moving forward. They're taking charge. So you have stopped doing this. Why? Okay. So what is it that why has this stopped you? Is there some kind of mindset right now? You feel like you're sacrificing too much towards this goal. We have this energy of sacrifice here. You're feeling like, why do all this? I've already sacrificed so much. I'm not going to achieve this. Okay, so right now is the best time to be in this Queen of Swords energy and King of Wands energy. Such interesting energy. Let me tell you why. So Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, right? I'm looking at her with in a more analytical, logical, intellect kind of a sense here, and which is your analytical side of your brain or your mind. Okay, and then we have the King of Wands, which is more about your creative leadership. Okay, both are leadership energy, and it is probably you are stuck. You're stuck there. Probably you need a balance here. The logical mind is telling the creative mind something, and the creative leader is telling the logical leader something, and you're kind of stuck. You don't know how to move forward. Okay, or it could also mean that you need to step into this Queen of Swords energy when it comes to your thoughts and your mind, right? Take bold moves. Take work with clarity and take bold moves here. And even with the King of Wands energy, bring that creativity into the action, the things that you're doing, right? While you're taking action, right? When you're putting in the work, you need to bring the creative energy here. While in the mind, it is more about strategizing and planning. While doing, it is meant to be fun. It is meant to be like creative. It is meant to be like very light-hearted leadership. Okay, so very it's fun. Like you're a fun, like leader, and you've got this. You're in charge, right? You've got this. You can do it. Manifesting your goal is fun. Okay, so that is the spirit you need to be in right now. If you're not in that spirit anymore, okay. So did I tell you about this? Use your mind wisely with this big spirit. Yeah, something about your mind, okay. And it says time to collaborate. So yeah, again, when I see like the Queen of Swords, right, the analytical and logical part with the creative spark, you need to collaborate these energies, okay, balance this out. Be the Queen of Swords and be the King of Wands, but uh, collaborate with each other, okay. It is not just one or the other, so don't be rigid that way. It needs to be more balanced. And it could also mean that, right now it's a good thing to collaborate. It could be with your spirit team, or with any with some people that you can actually that can actually help you right now regarding this dream, okay. We have this disrupt energy, and it is right below the Queen of Swords. It says break the rules of your industry niche, or on purpose. So when you're doing it on purpose, you should be in this Queen of Swords energy, bold. Take the decision and boldly do it, okay. Boldly take charge. You don't have to worry about anything. You're fixed on this. You know what, I want to disrupt, okay. So yeah, it feels like, very powerful, right? Very powerful things that you're doing. And when it comes to King of Wands, right below it we have make one tiny change, test it, and you repeat. This is regarding your goal. Make that one tiny change and do it. Make it as a fun activity. It doesn't have to be laborious or anything. Iteration, right? See what collect this data. The Queen of Swords in you is going to be very happy to see all this data. And the King of Wands can, really see this as some very creative, passionate thing that you're doing, right? Make it fun, okay. And yeah, there's this balance of masculine energy and feminine energy. While Queen, like, it's a more nurturing side, right? Feminine energy, nurturing. But however, her mindset, she's sharp and she's bold, right? Giving that masculine balance here when it comes to authority. Same, the King of Wands, right? King of Wands is mostly like a masculine energy only, but when I look at the creative side of King of Wands and the fun loving side and the nurturing side, right? Mm, I feel he has a good yin yang balance, right? So bring that balance in each of these areas of your life and even together, right? Logical, analytical side, you need that balance. King of Wands, like, creative, taking action, how you take action, right, towards this goal. There it needs a balance, yin yang balance here, yin yang balance there, and together, yin yang balance. You see, is it complicated? I don't know. Tell me, like, how it resonates for you. Then it says, I pamper yourself. So that means you've not been pampering yourself. You've been very rigid and stern, right? You're doing something that is disruptive in a bad way. So I pamper myself with extra loving attention. I indulge myself with a nap, a foot rub, or some other special treat. I express my joy about being me. There's something about you removing the fun in this in this journey towards your goal. Are you doing that? Are you like draining yourself out? Hearing our messages. Look, this time to collaborate could also mean, like, you need to collaborate with your spirit team, right? You might get answers there. It says, I notice the loving utterance that I pick up inside my mind and with my physical ears. I trust the endearing words I hear, knowing that my angels are ingeniously sending their messages to me in creative ways. I don't know if you heard that honking. So this is a very important message, and this is sitting right under the King of Wands, okay. So and there is this aspect of creativity here. And yes, your guides and your angels are sending you messages. You might not be listening to them, so you need to listen, okay. Okay, so this side about things that you can utilize night right now, okay, in your journey that is freely available to you. One is the Knight of Wands, that is taking inspired action. Inspiration is going to come, you just need to act on it. So that is that. It says right below, it says outsource, hire it out. So is there anything that you feel like, there's too much on your plate, then you need to hire it out, okay? You need to give it to others to do it, okay? Sometimes if you have a small business, ask your family to help with some of the deeds, right? Packaging, some small work, right? It feels good to do it together. Time to collaborate. When I see time to collaborate, it also is showing me here Three of Cups. Look at the celebratory energy, right? Celebrate more often. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate. Bring joy to this occasion. See how you can shift the energy to when you're working towards this goal, right? I feel like you are both, okay? You are fun and you are also like, sometimes you're very strategic, but you're not both together at the same time. There's no balance. It's either this or it's either that, right? So that is why the justice is something that is standing out to me right now. Bring justice, bring a balance here, okay? Bring fairness and justice to the situation and towards this goal, towards how much you give and how much you invest. Like, when you have a goal, don't get too carried away by it, even that you are neglecting yourself, right? You're neglecting to pamper yourself. So you might be learning a lesson where where you need to integrate your goal with other things in your life, okay? Like nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, and not neglecting yourself, right? And to bring a balance between the fun and the strategic moves and being stern and being fun, right? To bring people together and collaborate and celebrate who you are. And also at the same time, say it says mentor. Teach someone else what you know, it will clarify your own mind. Okay, if you needed to hear that, right? Bring others into this picture, okay? Like mentor, teach someone what you know, and it might give you some clarity. Here it says, set your dial up high, and it's right below Knight of Wands. It says, I take charge of my life and turn up the intensity of goodness. I set my dials on harmony, abundance, perfect health. Oh my God, this is what I'm talking about. You need to focus on all of this, not just one thing, okay? I set my dials on harmony, abundance, perfect health, loving relationship, wonderful opportunities, and everything else my heart desires. I follow my guidance and keep my arms open to receive. Is your arms open to receive? You might even be receiving help that you don't know of, right? So, yes, this is a shift that you can really do. Like, you can think about it, you can outsource, okay? I think this is talking about outsourcing your worries, even, right, to the spirit team. Just surrender, give it to them, okay? Bring a gentle touch with the dear spirit. Bring a gentle touch to this goal, towards manifesting this goal. It doesn't have to be so serious, okay? Pile number one. And know that there is nothing wasted. All your previous work is not wasted, okay? It's not wasted. You should not be in this energy where you feel like you're sacrificing yourself and you're drained out, you're bled dry. This goal is like, it's taken everything away from you. That you're feeling that way because you're out of balance. You're neglecting so many other things, okay? You see, the main thing is about how being out of balance and you not taking action because of this, okay? There is some mindset shift that needs to be done. So I hope you've taken notes from this reading, okay? Yeah, you need to step from the sacrifice energy, which is then diagonally opposite to it. On the other side is milk and butter. This is the energy of abundance. Knowing that the abundant universe will provide for you, okay? It says, like the silk of one's flesh, I am the giver, I am your eternal. You're abundant, and if you're slowing down, slow down for the right reason. You're pausing to take a break. Yes, you take a break, then you charge forward. You're balanced. You're not controlled by your thoughts, okay? Instead, you are in control of your thoughts, Okay, so yeah, that those are the messages that I have for you regarding this dream of yours. I hope it resonated with you. Do let me know in the comments if you can relate to these messages, okay, regarding your goals. And yeah, I hope you've taken some notes, or you've taken some insights from this message, and so that you don't forget about it, you write it down somewhere, in just one of just few words. Write it down somewhere, just like a reminder, okay, so that when your thoughts consume you, when you look at it, you know that, you know what, take charge. Don't let your thoughts control you, or something like that. Write some affirmation, positive affirmation, and make sure it is there where it is, where you can see. And yeah, so that you can snap yourself out of this energy, okay, and bring balance to the situation. So yes, pile number one, that was your reading. I shall see you in my next reading. Until then, bye bye. Hello, beautiful souls of pile number two. Welcome to your reading. So, you are on this journey of manifesting your goals, and your spirit team is here to cheer you on. Okay, they are sending you messages that can help you. So, let's find out what it is. So, I have separated the spread into two groups. This side is the current blockage, right? And this side is something that can really help you. Okay, like supercharge you towards your goal if you rely on it. Okay, so, pile number two, what do we have here? Challenges, we have the Six of Wands and the Three of Wands and the Hanged Man. Okay, I'll show you the rest of the cards as we progress. So, pile number two, immediately when I'm looking at your cards, right, I'm getting this energy of a person who's very disciplined, and this is not the first time you are, having a vision board and achieving your goals, right? You have done this before. You know what? I've done this before. I don't know right now. I'm just listening to this video or whatever. I'm just here to listen, okay? Because you are open to this. You're open to. Gaining knowledge from whatever source, right? So you're open that way, but you're also very disciplined, okay? You have a very you have a disciplined mindset, or maybe you have a disciplined plan of action that has worked for you in the past. So you seem like you're set in your ways that way, okay? So what is it that needs to change? What is blocking you? One thing I see is you're not celebrating yourself enough, okay? Have you celebrated yourself? Like, are you celebrating yourself with all the victories that you've already achieved, right? Are you pausing to see, to see that the kind of progress that you've made, right? And are you pausing to really envision the future? Take it all in. Life is speeding up. Are you ready for that? Right? Are you really ready? You need to be in your beginner mindset now. Maybe you are, I don't know what, I don't really see, that it is a limiting belief or a blockage. Maybe you're like, right now you are just contemplating and thinking, like, what do I do about these goals, right? Something, there maybe if something related to your feelings, something is not very aligned towards this goal right now, so you're not taking action, perhaps, uh, something about, see, this is your mindset, okay? Although it talks about love, this is about your goals. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a series of consistent supportive actions, okay? Maybe you're not receiving support, maybe you feel that way, or this is just your mindset, and this could be something that is blocking you to see, like, to try something different. Okay, we have experiment here. Try a stupid idea just to see what happens. You are not someone who would try a stupid idea. That much I can see from your cards, okay? But your spirit guides are telling you you need to try a stupid idea right now, okay? And see what happens. That idea that you just said, no way, I'm not going to be doing that. But your spirit guides are asking you to do just that, and also to ask for help. Okay, don't be hesitant to ask for help and support. I feel like you're somebody who does everything by themselves, right? And you can ask for help. Okay, there are people to help you out. regarding this dream of yours, okay? And forget people, your spirit guides are there. This is right below Hanged Man. And you see, he is looking at a different perspective, looking at things from a different perspective. Maybe you need to pause to do that, to upside down, just see like what it looks like. You might find solutions there. You might find the next step there, okay? Mm, this could also be limiting you in a way, like right below it. You feel like, this is not something I can do in a group. I cannot work like in a collaborative way with people. I want to do it all by myself, right? So I think there needs to be an expansion when it comes to the mindset here, right? You're not stopping to celebrate yourself, although you are such a badass. You're such a badass who's been manifesting and doing things and achieving things in your life, but you're not celebrating yourself. And probably you're not pausing. I think you are thinking about what to do next, but you're not really finding any kind of answers or solutions, okay? Mm, life is speeding up, but are you ready? You need to have beginner's mindset right now. Back, back to square one. No, that is not the saying. Okay, whatever it is. Back to the desk, right? Back to your drawing board. Yeah, that is the saying. See, there's self worship here. You're not doing this. Are you worshiping yourself? You're not doing that. You're like, just do it and move on. I'm done. Let's move on to the next goal. There is no emotion or celebration attached to this. Okay, you need to admire yourself. Give yourself some credit with all that you've already achieved, right? And that journey that you are on right now. It says, my hand fold as I speak to the stars, watching as the sky holds its breath. It's in stillness that I find that I am and all of divinity within me. There is a lot about connecting with yourself, okay? Connecting with your heart, ask for help from your spirit team. They'll give you a different perspective of things. You're not seeing any of this, right? There's some blockage here. Mm. And what can help you, right? Something about moving away from people or not focusing on others right now. If your goal is, it involves other people, right? Like a competitive environment or just people who are very curious and you want to know what they are doing, they want to know what you're doing, and an energy like that. Okay, it says focus on your lane. Stop obsessing over what they are doing. Focus on building your own beautiful life. Okay, that's a very direct message. So move away from all these energy where you are obsessed over something else. Instead, just focus on yourself. Okay. Um, it also says find a partner, project partner. You might want to like find a partner. Okay, you don't have to do this all alone. I feel like there's something that is missing here. You need like a project partner. You've been doing things all by yourself. Okay, you need to shift your energy from taking action, doing a lot, taking action, masculine energy of wands, to shifting your energy to Queen of Cups. Look at the Queen here. You need to feel fulfilled, right, regarding um, these goals. I think right now you need to pause and connect with yourself and see how you feel. Okay, see how all achieving these goals make you feeling content, right? You must be thinking right now, what the hell, I just want to know what to do next or something like that. But this is your spirit team telling you this is what you need to do. Just watch and wait. It says watch and wait. Watch and wait how things unfold. Okay. And also delegate. Trust your team or tools to handle small work. Maybe you're not doing it, you're not trusting others to handle small work, right? You're trying to do everything by yourself. Like I did get that energy from you. Yeah, so Queen of Cups energy is something that you can really rely on right now. Someone who's grounded, someone who, very. Queen of Cups has an ornate like cup, okay? It's a different cup altogether. It feels like, someone in a higher degree of, like, when it comes to manifesting your goals, right? You've done this before. It's not your first cup that you're receiving. So it's like, the YouTube button. So it's after every milestone you get a different button. So you have already achieved, like, cross to 3. You are probably in the third, right? So why don't you enjoy this feeling right now, and take pause right now and just focus on yourself, and you do something for yourself, right? Something loving for yourself, okay? And make sure that, from now on you are giving the work to others as well. You're trusting others with this goal, okay? You're not doing it all by yourself. It can be exhausting, it can be lonely, okay? This journey can be lonely and exhausting, but it doesn't have to be, okay? And we also have this energy of Seven of Wands, where I think, where you are fighting for your beliefs, you're not backing down. That is some energy that is going to serve you, and you're setting healthy boundaries. And this could be, I don't know what this is from. You meant to be setting healthy boundaries. Maybe a lot of things are calling to you, like, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, but for you to take action towards. But right now, I feel like you're just meant to be in a more relaxed mindset, more enjoying this journey and these achievements, right? And yeah, it will come to you. It doesn't feel like, I have to give you any advice. You would know what to do, okay? But I did give you some, I did get some practical guidance from here, so you probably can connect to your situation and see how it works out for you, okay? About delegating and finding a partner, asking for help, experiment, self worship, devoting to yourself, being the receptive state right now rather than doing, okay? Have set healthy boundaries with your dreams, even with your goals, okay? You need to pause, you need to enjoy. You cannot become like a zombie. You cannot let your goals make you like a zombie, okay? Take control. You know that you're in charge. It says flower crown. You know that you are in charge, is what I was trying to say. I don't know what it became. So it says, wear your power proudly and unapologetically, for it is your birthright and is eternal like the soul. Yes, you're meant to be doing that. Why are you not wearing your power proudly? What has caused you to do that? Is it from loneliness? You're doing this all by yourself, so you know what? I am celebrating. You're not feeling that celebratory energy, or giving into yourself, pampering yourself, or trying some different things. Like, you have a set routine when it comes to the manifesting journey, right? You need to probably experiment a bit there, okay? Try to be inclusive of people, delegate, stop doing everything by yourself. Let me pick out some more cards for you. I feel like you don't need a lot of guidance when it comes to manifesting your goals, but yeah, see, it says stone circle. In ceremony, you conjure a devotion so deeply it reflects dive worship into yourself. You need to acknowledge yourself here, right? It feels like, being devoted to yourself, seeing yourself in a light where you are seeing yourself as your higher power. So how would you need to be respectful of this energy of who you are, the divinity within you. You are very much disconnected from that. And the way, in a monotonous way that I'm speaking right now, which is devoid of any kind of emotion, I think it is reflecting your own energy here. So, mm, it's not about blockage. It's just, I think you just need to hear these messages. Okay, let me just pick out some more cards. Yeah, it's talking about find light in darkness. I am filled with beautiful healing light right now, and divine rays illuminate my path and guide my next steps. I'm safe within this radiant energy which protects and shields me in every way. I have it inside of me, for I am the light and I shine light. Yeah, you're not seeing the light within you, okay? You're not seeing the divinity within you that lies within you. And you can really rely on this energy right now. And probably you're just going through a dark phase right now, and it's not gonna like stop you from moving towards your goal, but it sucks, okay? So, yeah, I think you need to do some self worship right now, okay? It's very important. Let me check some other stuff, your energy. Oh, shadow work is needed. Facing fears, internal growth, transformation, integrate the dark. Makes sense. Some it was talking about finding light and find light in darkness and integrate the dark. Shadow work is going on. Okay. So this next manifestation is tied to some shadow work, some deep work. Okay. So you cannot skip that. Pile number two. Let me Let me get some more guidance for you. I don't feel like content with anything I receive. I feel that is just your energy here. See, decelerate. You are moving too fast to see the errors. Slow down. Yes, you need to slow down. You need to pause. You need to be in this hangman energy right now. Okay, you need to connect with that inner light. That ask for help is more about inner light right now during this uh, shadow work time. Okay, what is this? I feel like I did get Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. So if you look at this discipline and order and being very being narrow-minded maybe regarding your goals and manifestation, it might come off as this Ram in the the shadow energy. So you need to shift that energy into something else. Okay, something that is more less rigid, I would say. Let me see what else. It says star guaranteed success. Okay, I'm not surprised to get those cards for you. Success is something that is not new to you, okay? But maybe right now it doesn't feel, you're not feeling anything because of success. Yeah, see, is it sparking joy? When I just said that, right? Is it sparking joy? And there's this heart here. I've never pulled out that card before, ask for help. I think your heart needs some love, right? I feel like love is needed. Love has popped up 3 times. And look how I just did not even see that, right? Love is an action, it says, and here it says love not a group project. It shouldn't feel like you're doing all the work. So yeah, I think you don't feel connected to this goal anymore, or it's not sparking joy. And you need to bring that spark. For that, you need to nurture yourself, do some shadow work, right? Let me pull up some more cards. Again, with the heart here, the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, making your life a moving prayer. Yes, you need to devote yourself to that inner light, okay? Surrender to the light. Don't surrender to the shadow energy. Okay, pile number two. I hope this message helped you in some way or the other. I really wish it did because I feel like you are like so disconnected from your emotions regarding this goal or life, even. Your heart spaces feels empty. And look at me. I don't know why I'm speaking this way. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, like, uninterested. Like, it is uninterested. Like, I feel that energy of disinterest towards this reading, even. Like, I'm doing it, but it's okay. I like it, but what else, right? So, you need to shift that. Okay, you need to be in a more nurturing energy, nurtured energy. Pour love into yourself, self worship, self love, integrate the dark, and all that. All those things I hope you've noted down so that you can really. I think you would note this down because you're someone you see this as a problem and you want to solve it. Now you know what to do, right? Now you know that you need to do some shadow work, and your heart is feeling a little drained out. So let me go find a solution to this. That is what you would be thinking right now. Okay. So yes, file number 2, that was your reading. I hope it gave you some insights regarding this goal of yours, right? And yeah, I shall see you in my next reading. Until then, bye bye. Hello, beautiful souls of pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So, you are manifesting a goal, a vision board of yours, and your spirit team is here to cheer you on and also to share some messages with you that can really help you on this journey. Okay, so I have your spread in front of me here. I have divided this into two parts, although we won't be strictly aligning to that because from what I've noticed for the pile number 1 and 2, I was not really strictly aligning with this rule, okay, where this side is about what is limiting you right now towards manifesting this goal. And this is something, this side, it is about what can really help you, okay, like supercharge you towards manifesting this goal. And this energy should be easily available to you right now, okay. So look at this, we have orgasm here. That really, got I really got excited about that. So you know what? You need to find that excitement. You need to see how exciting this is, right? Look at this as something that is so exciting for you. So it's going to lift your spirits, and you're going to feel alive just doing it. And you don't care about the challenges. You're not meant to be caring about the challenges and trying and failing and trying to do it again and fail and get it right the third time. And yeah, all this shouldn't matter to you at all because you love this. You really want to do this. Okay, this really makes you feel alive. Okay, it's like telling a creative person not to do something creative because they will not succeed. This is something they would be telling themselves, right? So when you do that, that person is going to feel like like their life is dull, it lacks something, it lacks luster, it lacks, it feels so depressing even, okay, to be honest. So will you be like, you can will you be like stopping yourself from doing something like that? You're so excited to do this, you have a hobby, you're so excited to do it, you want to knit, you want to make those jewelry. So you should be unfazed by the challenges that comes with this journey. So I can see that right now you have like a wish. Okay, it's a big wish of yours. It's going to make you really proud. We have the 9 of Cups here. So what is blocking you from this wish, right? It is your own mind, your limiting beliefs, right? Look at this. We have the 8 of Swords. You are limiting yourself, your mind, your thoughts are limiting yourself. Your thoughts are telling you, you know what, don't do it. You know what, it's not worth it. Okay, there is some hesitation when it comes to entertaining any thought or idea related to this manifestation. Okay, like entertaining any thought, entertaining anything that has to do with taking action towards this goal of yours, towards this manifestation of yours. Your mind is telling like, no, 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 let's don't do that, let's just stay here, in that comfort zone. That's not going to work out. You remember it kind of emotionally abused you the last time, like when you tried and you failed. It really weighed on you, so you don't want to do it again. Your brain is telling you, no, 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 don't do it again. We don't want to face those emotions anymore. So you need to say no to these kind of thoughts. Okay, you need to have boundaries with these kind of thoughts, and you really need to disrupt this. See, disrupt, breaking the rules of your industry niche on purpose. So you need to break the rules that are set by your mind, okay, your brain, your mind is telling you not to do, and you've been listening constantly to the same thing over and over and over again. So you need to disrupt that cycle, and you keep disrupting it. When these thoughts pop up, keep disrupting it and say no. Keep doing that multiple times, because you need to do that multiple times considering how long you've been listening to it. Okay, this is not letting you grow. This is not even letting you see, there are thoughts in your mind that are connected to your intuition, that is coming from the divine like a gift for you to take inspired action. Look at this Ace of Swords, the ideas that is coming, that has been planted in your mind, right? It is not random, it is coming there for you to observe and notice. Instead, you are being held hostage by all these directions your mind is telling you, like limited belief. When I see the Ace of Swords, it's a gift from the divine, okay, towards your goal. An idea that props up that should feel like, I like this. I want to take action towards it. Not the kind of thoughts that is telling you, don't do this, don't do that. Very negating thoughts that is really makes you feel like, um, it's coming from a place of fear, or it is fueling your fear, right? Or distress. So you need to understand that difference and say no. Keep saying no to these thoughts, okay? And there is this idea about how you need to give towards your goal, okay? You shouldn't feel like you're doing something like, very painful, like you are like it's such a dreadful thing to do, right? Like if you want a garden and you love gardening, for some reason you do love gardening, but something in your mind is telling you, you know what, I don't want to work on my garden today. What is the point? The bunnies are going to come and destroy it, or some animals are going to come and destroy it. But do you remember that, the joy that it brings to even like, the gardening, the act of gardening itself is going to bring you that joy. So there is this disconnect about that. It is, like I said, it is like telling a creative person, just convincing your mind is convincing yourself, like, don't draw, it's of no use, don't paint, it is of no use. That doesn't make sense, right? But your mind doesn't understand it. Okay, so you need to connect with that bit, okay? Connect with that desire, connect with that thought that is giving you some kind of inspiration, okay? And yeah, right now you might be feeling like life stings, everything stings right now. I don't want to do anything, okay? But your spirit team is here to tell you, go create with spirit. We'll help you. Try to see how you can connect with your spirit team. If your mind itself is such a big challenge, go rely on nature, pets, or anything that kind of makes you feel light and something that you enjoy doing. If you like the company of kids, right, spend time with them. If you like the company of old people, spend time with them. If you like to go out in nature, hug a tree, right? Your mind cannot do anything about that right now. You go hug a tree, and the tree, the energy of the tree and the earth is going to nurture you, right? So these are the first steps, few steps that you need to take to break free from these chains of your thoughts. Okay, look, it says smell the roses. See, you're disconnected with any such energy. You're not going to smell the roses, okay? Instead, it feels like you're going to stand in front of the rose and feeling like you cannot do anything, right? Your mind is literally controlling you so much that it is telling you, no, you cannot smell that rose, although it is right in front of you. So you need to break that. You need to break that and tell your mind, shut the F up. I can smell the rose if I want to. Look, I'm going to do it and show you. Okay? Then you go smell the rose. Whenever your mind is negating you, tell it to shut the F up and do it and show it to the mind. Okay? Then your brain will rewire and listen to you. Okay? It is really messing with your growth here. It says, smell the roses. I stop and smell the roses, making the time to deeply inhale their delicious fragrance. Right? It is like connecting with that energy of the rose, and you can feel the fragrance, and that fragrance feel like it is, it has reached your soul and healed something in you. That is how it should feel. When I say go hug the tree, you should hug it and feel like, it's hugging you back. It says, I give myself this gift in order to nurture myself into an awareness of love. It is safe for me to open my heart. Yes, it is safe for you to open your heart towards this dream. Okay. So here you need to like accept a few things. Okay. When you have a big dream, there will be challenges that will lay ahead of you. It is not just for you, it is for everyone. And it sometimes it starts with your own mind. Okay. You need to overcome challenges. So you need to accept that for any dream to manifest, there will be challenges, and you need to overcome that. Once you accept that, you will not stop from trying. Okay. You will not back down from achieving this goal. No matter what, you will make wise decision with discernment. Okay. When I say you will not back down, I don't mean like, you headbutt into something, you try, like, and you headbutt into something, but it is not working, but you try again, 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 again. Although that strategy is not working, you pause. You know when to pause. This is where the discernment comes from, because once you're in touch with your intuition, you will know when to pause. Okay. Once you relax, when you take a time out, you should know when to take a time out, right? So that you need to try, you need to fail, you need to understand, you need to pause, you need to try again. So things like this. Okay. Because first your major challenge is your mind itself. So focus on that. It says saying loving words to yourself. Yes, you need to say loving words yourself. Okay, try some affirmation. It says, I think of myself in loving terms and I speak very highly about myself. I value myself, my divinity, and I live up to my true potential. I enjoy the feeling of peace that comes from honoring and respecting myself. Yes, your mind is telling you things that, like you're not worthy, you're not doing this, you can't do this, and things like that. All negative talk, self talk. You need to cut that out right now. Pile number three, I'm very serious about this. You need to cut that out right now. You need to stop. Okay, because your spirit team is trying to help you co-create. It's coming from the hand, is coming from the divine. Okay, these ideas are coming from the divine. It will give you that mental clarity once you connect. Sorry. And be happy that you are able to give towards this goal. Okay. For example, if you're starting a small business, right? Now I would see this business itself as an entity on its own. Okay. I will not connect my I will be very respectful towards it, is what I'm saying. I will give my energy with grace, and I'll be devoted to it. I'll be respectful. I'll be mindful, right? I will not, what can I say? I will not treat it like something that, oh my God, I have to do this. I have to work on this small business. It's so tiring. I don't like it. No, I would see it in a different light. I would be, I would see it like, like it's a blessing to do this. So, does your goals make you feel that way? Or is your mind telling you otherwise, right? You can't feel this way. It's literally limiting your growth, right? Look at this. You're meant to grow individually on your own. Okay. This could also be related to your own personal growth. Okay. Inside myself, I've sown beauty with wounds, which speaks of my immortality in the expansive eternal song, softly billowing in spirit. Hmm. You are meant to, you're meant to look at yourself like, see how far you've come, appreciate yourself, look at all the work that you're doing, instead of, thinking that you're not worthy, right? And you're not capable. And see how capable you are, how abundant you can grow, right? Someone who is doing this by herself, like very focused, wearing a cloak, right? Hmm. Hmm. I did say this. Now let's move into this side. We have the Knight of Swords energy. It says, iterate here, make one tiny change, test it, and repeat. See, the King of Swords energy is giving me someone who is not hesitating to take action. Okay? Not hesitating to take action, make mistake, come back, learn from that, and iterate something new, new strategy, and repeat it. You might be facing limitation where you try once and you fail and you think my life is over. I'm not going to manifest this wish. I'm not going to take any more action. No, you are meant to have this mindset where you charge forward, you think, you pause. If it's not working out, iterate, change something, test it, repeat, and see what works. Okay, it says time for a deep dive. You need to really invest yourself in this dream. Okay, dive deeply and s- literally look at this orgasm when I see dive deep, and when I'm looking at orgasm, Swan Spirit is also telling me, like, the commitment that you have towards this dream, towards this goals manifesting. That should be very solid. Okay, it's orgasm card says, trust your body, elevate your spirit, open the gates to your renewal. Yes, open that gates. Okay, remove these chains, remove these chains, and move towards your manifestation, your wish manifestation. See, Knight of Pentacles, you see the knight pausing before investing, right? So I feel like they're pausing. See, it really says give with gratitude and grace. When you're giving towards this wish, right? You should not feel like, what, I'm doing this, such a heavy energy. No, you need to give with grace. For that, just tell a small prayer. Okay, it says, remember your manifestation. I remember that I am with God eternally and in every situation. Everywhere I am, God is always by my side, watching over me unconditionally and loving me in all ways. So remember this, okay? Remember your manifestation. Remember why you're doing this. Remember that God is with you, and you don't have to hesitate putting in the work and moving towards your goal. This is one major wish of yours, right? And also, you are being asked to focus on one thing, something about it says niche down, too broad, focus on tiny details. Focus on tiny details regarding this wish, okay? And we have the page of SWOT energy below, right below that, it is scale up, do more of exactly what is currently working, okay? So it feels like, someone who's still figuring out how to approach this wish emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and yeah, even with work, right? What to do, how to invest, what you're still figuring it out. And right now, I think these are the messages that you need to hear. Okay, you need to do it with some more passion, and it should be freeing for you. Okay, like orgasm, it should be like freeing. You should feel like something that is energizing and lifted your spirit, and something that uh, liberating. Okay, in a good way. And yeah, these are the some of the things that you need to remember. Don't don't be like afraid to be a beginner or in this page of SWOT energy, like trying to do new things, acting out on certain ideas and failing and just reiterating that. And when one thing clicks, right, scaling it up, right? Do more of exactly what is currently working. So these are your guidance and your messages, and not to think of putting in the work like it's some kind of a big deal or a big burden. Instead, do it with grace, do it with love, do it with like how an artist would approach a canvas, right? This free flowing passion and all that. They really love what they're doing. And even someone, think about a gardener who's tending to their garden, and they are they're imagining their garden in full bloom, and just thinking about that, remembering that vision, right? Remembering that manifestation brings them so much joy, right? Remember what you're working towards, okay? You need to commit yourself more, commit yourself fully, and you need to break free from all these limiting beliefs that your mind is telling you, like you can't do this, you can't do that, you can do everything, okay? Your spirit is here for you. co-create with spirit. Okay, life might feel like it is sting, like vast spirit says sometimes life stings, so you might feel, you might be in this energy of, I don't like it, like I don't want to take action, or my mind is telling me like I'm stuck, right? So you need to disrupt, say no to your mind, okay, and connect with spirit in ways like, just pausing to smell the roses, just pausing to observe, sorry, not to absorb, but to observe, just to be in the moment. There's this activity, mindful activity, where you observe like five things around you. You connect with these five things, you describe it, what is the color, what is the shape, how do you feel about it, just indulging your senses, right? That could help you. This activity might help you to just cut free, break free from this tormented mind of yours, okay? Your mind is kind of tormenting you. I'm not like it's like a bully right now. We need to stop that, okay? You will see more clearly after you do this. Clarity of thought is going to come to you with the Ace of Swords. Literally, divine is telling you, no, we are here to help you. Okay, we will bring you that clarity. Just do some small bits that you need to do from your end, okay? On this physical realm, that's something that you can control, and there is a lot of things that spirit guides cannot do until you let them in, okay? Until you give them permission. They're not pushy that way. They will not never take over your energy without your permission. So you need to connect with them. So try to connect with them. Intentionally call upon your guides to heal you, connect with you, and help you manifest this dream. So, yes, pile number three, that is it for your message. I hope it was insightful for you. Do leave a comment if you have, if you really stayed till the end, okay? So, yeah, file number three, I hope you will remember all this guidance that came through this reading, and you will proceed and you will charge forward. You will be bold and courageous towards your dreams, and making mistakes and learning, and investing yourself in this dream, knowing that you're going to be one day, you're going to sit very proudly achieving your goals. Okay, remember this. Remember this person. This is you. Remember him. Very proud in front of their achievements. Okay, very emotionally fulfilled. Now, what a shift in energy. So, yes, pile number three, I shall see you in my next reading. Until then, bye bye and take care.